morning, children. We'll study not for drink, not for breath. We are continuing the lesson, and today's topic will be water pollution. So we studied air pollution. Just like air pollution, air is an important resource. Important resource. In the same way, water is also important. Water is also important for our survival, right? Important for our survival. Yes. Now what happened is, the history of humans says that the history of human civilization started in the banks of the river. Yes, the civilization started in the banks of the river because humans thought that water is needed for development. Yes, understood? Water is needed for development, they thought, right? After industrialization, industrial revolution, what happened was, the water resources were polluted. Water resources, just like lakes, streams, ponds, they were polluted. They were started getting polluted. They were getting polluted, right? They got polluted, and water pollution is a hazard. Water pollution is a hazard caused by whom? It's a hazard caused by greedy human activities. Since the greed of the human activities has led to what? Water pollution. Human activities. Yes. To a lab activity. So in this lab activity, you are going to, that is, the aim is observation of pollutants in the local available water sample. Right? Water sample. So here we are going to take different water samples. So the materials needed are, you need glass tumblers or glasses. Then you need different water samples. So you need water samples from tap water. Then you need water from pond, lake, well and river. You need this water samples, right? Now you need red litmus, red and blue litmus paper. Litmus papers. Then you need soap. Yes, you need a soap, right? Now for the procedure, what you're going to do is collect water samples. That is from lake, pond, river. Yes, lake, pond, river, well and then tap. So you're going to take the waters in different containers, and you have to pour it in each container. Pour it in each container, that is glass containers, right? And then what you have to do is you have to put equal amount of the water, and then you have to test it for, okay, you compare the water for, you have to compare the taken water, that is from different sources. Compare the water for, that is, you're going to compare for smell, color and pH and hardness, color, pH and hardness of the water, and hardness. Yes, understood, children? Hardness of the water. Now pH of water sample, that is the taken water samples, can be determined by the litmus paper. This is stripe of paper, okay, which is used to find whether the substance is acidic or basic. Now what is pH? pH is the hydrogen ion concentration of the water. Hydrogen ion concentration. Right? Now, so pH of water samples can be determined by the litmus paper. So what you have to do is, if you take a litmus paper, it is a container, you take a litmus paper and dip it in this. If the color of the litmus paper, if it changes from red. If blue litmus paper, you take a blue litmus paper, if the blue litmus paper changes to red color, then the water here, whatever water, that is acidic in nature. It is acidic in nature. Yes, understood? So take the water sample, put a blue litmus paper. If the blue litmus paper changes into red, then it is acidic in nature. If red litmus, the next is, again you take a beaker, put water, you put a red litmus. Okay, if the red litmus changes, if the red litmus paper changes into blue color, then the water is what? It is basic in nature. Yes, basic in nature. That is how you find out whether the water is acidic or basic in nature. Hardness of water. The hardness of water can be determined by using a soap. Suppose there is a water, you are taking the water, and if the water foams less, it foams less, but after using the soap, okay, then what it is called? Then the water is harder. That particular water has, it is more hardness. So the amount of foam formed after using the particular water with the soap, we can determine the hardness. So if foam is less, then it is hardness is more. If the foam is more, then the hardness will be little less. Like that you can test for different water samples. So you take the water, you put little soap and mix it, and then you mix it. If the foam is more, then what will happen? Hardness is more in that particular water. Okay, and you take a water and you put the soap, and if it is less foam is forming, then what? The hardness is less. That is, the hardness of the water is less. Like this you can determine the hardness of the water. The table you have to record it after doing the experiment. So you have to write the water sample, for example, tap, river, lake, okay, then well, then pond. So all the water samples collected, then you have tried the smell. Whatever smells, just collect from your nearby locality and just and see the color, whether it is yellowish color, transparent color, what color it is. Then test for the litmus paper and write whether it is acidic or basic. A stands for acidic and B stands for basic, whether the particular water is acidic or basic. Then you, with the particular water, you use the soap and just see whether the hardness is more or the hardness is less. I think you can do collect tap water and you can collect bore water and do it as a homework. So if you don't have litmus paper, don't do it. You can just write the smell, color and hardness of the water. You can use two waters. One is your tap water and the other is your bore water. So with two waters, do it as a homework, children. You make a table for two waters and then make a table column like smell, color, pH you don't write because you don't have litmus paper, and hardness of water you can use using the soap. So this will be your homework, right? Do it as homework. Thank you, children.